So my dad moved here when he was going to college and ended up starting a family here. He grew up in Norway, so I always had that kind of Norwegian cultural influence on me. I always kind of struggled a little with making friends. As long as I can remember, I always isolated a bit and just stayed to myself a lot. And I was kind of fine with that for the most part. Like, life was fine. The farther through high school I got, there was just more and more pressure building up. Starting to worry about college applications, getting some type of path towards working. Right when COVID happened, everything kind of shattered into pieces, honestly. Everything just stopped. I started college, and because of COVID, I was just kind of like alone in my dorm. I started really struggling to like even get my work done. And eventually I was like, this is just not working at all. I was at a point in my life where I had gotten out of high school a few years ago, and I never was like a super confident person. At that point, it was like the full force of COVID. I was just was really struggling with who I was and like, what was the point? I think my mom was like, have you ever heard of this thing called folkehøyskole? She's basically said it's like this thing where you just kind of go to this school and socialize and like kind of just hang around people your age. No grades or anything. It's more just like being in this environment that kind of fosters socializing. It just was kind of the perfect time to just go to this place. It's not like I just went there and it was like, oh, everything's just great now. But it was just this environment where I could just like talk with people my age, and I felt like there was no expectations. I decided I wanted to take a trip back to the place that kind of just changed everything for me. So we're back at Stord. It's kind of familiar, I guess. This is a dining area. Yeah, a lot of really good memories here. I remember this was like our favorite table to sit at. I don't want to go out there. They're all there. Oh my God. This is showing my social anxiety. Hello. So good to see you.
The way I look at it, the thing that is the best thing with this school is the one thing you can't measure, which is basically personal growth. So when the year is over, it's maybe sometimes difficult to kind of pinpoint what have I learned, but I've grown.
Yeah.
So it's that's the thing that I find most fun, working here, because it's like, now you're here again.
Hi. So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, it's very kind of surreal in a way to be here, but also just kind of very familiar. I think just like the lifestyle and the peacefulness and the community, I think, is almost something I realized like more after leaving.
I can sort of understand that.
Yeah.
Because when you're here and there's lots of things happening all the time and it's so different. So maybe when you get home and get sort of a distance to it, it's easier to see it more clearly.
You appreciate it more, I think. Hi. Hello. I just wanted to stop by real quick, say hi. Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, very good to see you.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah. Just socially, I felt like I could just be myself and just do whatever I want to do and act how I want to act. It just kind of reminded me like it's okay to just be yourself. So I remember, I'm pretty sure it was this pier where my good friend Martin, he was, let's like just go in the water, and it was like the middle of winter basically. Don't die. One of those funny stories, and one of those, you could call it somewhat crazy things that a lot of Norwegians like to do. By the end of the year, I just felt like I had kind of lived a lot more than I had in a long time. So it actually wasn't until I was back in the US for a good while until I started noticing things that I just hadn't ever noticed before. Everything felt so fast, so fluid. So much stuff. So much opportunity. So much culture. So much drive. Ambition. But I missed the grounded and connected community that I had found across the Atlantic, where I was enough no matter what, and where being happy was a baseline rather than a pursuit. I just remember how good it felt for me to just walk to the store. It's the dumbest thing ever. Like, oh, cool, you walk to the store. But for me, it's like, you're not just walking to the store. I was with my friend and we're just enjoying the weather, and we're using our body, and we're just kind of like experiencing things outside more. When I'm in Atlanta, you're just kind of this little speck on the side of the road with cars flying by. And it's a very different psychological feeling than being in this more condensed environment. Once I came back to the US, there was still kind of this underlying ambition I had, and I still wanted to achieve a career. But I think just for me, this kind of like constant sense of thinking about the future all the time and like, oh, like, am I going to work in Hollywood? Am I going to make my own company? Those passions, they were still there, but it just felt like something was missing. The Norwegians, they kind of just don't try to stress about the future too much. They try to enjoy every day and just live every day to the fullest. And I think it's partially just the culture, but it's also the country has a lot of systems that allow for less stress in life, whether that's universal healthcare or free education. Pretty much every part of life, to an extent, they try to simplify and just take the stress off of people. It's just baffling to me, like how beautiful everything looks. Like just literally everywhere we've been. It's just like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. The weather's perfect. There's nice birds flying everywhere. And there's people walking around, you know, it's so beautiful. Norway was pretty lucky in that they found a lot of oil. Having money is definitely not going to hurt anyone, but I think it's really the way that Norway used that money that really benefits the people and the life of someone living there. The whole country is just designed for simplicity. There's this culture of caring for other people before yourself. There's actually a word for it. It's called a janteloven, that pretty much says you're not supposed to view yourself better than others, and you're not supposed to focus too much on yourself. No one's gonna tell you that if you go to Norway, like, oh, the rule is you're not supposed to be better than others. But you can definitely feel it. I think for me personally, that feeling of being connected to others, it just felt really natural. There was no competition to prove yourself or show that you're cool. I just noticed people really just wanted to connect with others. Everyone really kind of has their needs met. And I think that really just allows the people to not worry about things too much. I felt like I was seen. And I think looking back, that was definitely something that was important to the Norwegians. They definitely feel that it's important to make sure that everyone feels like they're part of it. They're part of whatever it is. Recently, I was kind of thinking about this a bit more, and I remembered this word that my dad used to say all the time, called hygge. There's not really a way to describe the word, but it basically means a comfortable, welcoming, cozy, nice environment that just makes everyone happy. Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Finally. Hi. Oh, good to see you.
Yes,
Yes.
good to be here.
Yes, yes.
Språkshow.
You'll hear Norwegians very often say "det er hyggelig." It just means that was a nice experience, or that was pleasant. I think there's just kind of this like unspoken goal almost that you have of, let's just make this nice for everyone. There's definitely this sense of like, yeah, let's just have a good time, and not only have a good time ourselves, but make sure everyone else does too. For my life and my personality, I think Norway just really works for me. I just kind of felt like this pressure I had growing up, it just kind of let me release all of that. I just felt like I belonged there. I'll probably move to Norway. I just find that's where I'm happiest right now, at least. I think at the end of the day, most people want the same things, no matter where they live. Norway's done a really good job of just creating certain environments that just make for a really just peaceful life.